Food market at center of deadly coronavirus outbreak admits selling live koalas, snakes, rats and wolves.
Here's a summary of the article.
The Chinese food market at the center of the deadly SARS-like virus outbreak has claimed they sold live koalas, snakes, rats and wolf pups to locals to eat. The Wannan seafood market in Wuhan in China is under investigation, with officials believing the coronavirus originated from a wild animal that was sold at the venue. According to the South China Morning Post, the market's advertising board had live foxes, crocodiles, wolf puppies, salamanders, snakes, rats, peacocks, porcupines and koalas. The sale of live animals has shocked a number of locals, with some taking to Chinese social media site Weibo to show their surprise. According to the list, there are 112 live animals and animal products available at the market. Coronavirus represents a wide variety of viruses present in animals that can in certain circumstances jump to humans. The Chinese government has quarantined the city where the deadly coronavirus originated and plans to shut down the airport and public transport, according to reports on the country's social media networks.
This post received a score of 64,381, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
This is ridiculous.
We mingle too much and they tend to spread too quickly. They live in animals where they are often much less serious. Part of the reason that European settlers brought so many more diseases to the New World than vice versa is because European cultures had much more contact with domesticated animals for much longer. The reason these types of outbreaks start in China and Africa is because their food supplies often still have direct contact with wild animals.
Mad cow, or something very closely related, has actually gotten into the wild deer population in parts of North America. Prions scare the fuck out of me.
I want to know how this is spreading because deer don't eat brains of other deer.
It's called chronic wasting disease (CWD). There's a lot of theories on how it's spreading, whether direct contact or environmental, but no one knows for sure.
What's going on with CWD reminds me of the anthrax outbreak that killed tons of hippos in Africa. Then one night 2 biologists studying the hippos saw something never before seen. Upon further investigation, it revealed that during food shortages, hippos would proceed to cannibalize the digested plant matter of dead hippos. As luck would have it, at the time of the outbreak there was an unusual dry season, which not only caused shortages of food but loosened up the soil enough for hippos to dig deeper than normal in search of roots, thus coming into contact of the anthrax spores.
Could it be as simple as deer eating the droppings of other deer, in search of nutrition? Not ruling out cannibal deer, of course lol.
I read that if a deer dies and then grass or other vegetation grows up through that spot and another deer comes by and eats that vegetation, they can contract CWD. I haven't delved into the science behind that yet, but still pretty crazy that it's a possibility that is being considered.
I've heard that deer sometimes eat shed antlers as a way to reclaim calcium and nutrients. Could that spread it?
Probably, yes. Prions are very, very hard to destroy and will stick around for a long time.
Ebola came from bats, AIDS from monkeys. This coronavirus apparently came from snakes, swine flu, avian flu. These plague-type viruses that burn through humanity come from an unlucky meeting of unlikely circumstances. A wild virus, evolved to live in bats, and which the bats fight off like a common cold, may mutate into a form communicable to humans, but what are the odds that bat carrier ever meets a human? Well, the chances increase if humans start hunting bats for food. What are the odds an outlying yokel who hunts and eats bats and gets sick transmits that disease? The chances increases that human carrier interacts with more humans. Now imagine all sorts of wild animals, each with their own type of deer cold, snake cold, koala cold, etc.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.